They do not know who's responsible here, but make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this. Essentially, Mr. Chairman, Chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, back with us, saying the United States is resilient, and we'll find out who's behind this.
I think that's right, and I received a call from the White House about 30 minutes ago. We discussed this, talked about the role of the federal law enforcement up in Boston, state and local. They're all working together. And I think, I made the same comment to the White House that the President just made, and that is today we are not Democrats, Republicans, we're all Americans. We're all Americans united against terrorism. And I think that's a very, very important point. And I think also, as he stated, not to jump to conclusions, because while I do believe this is an act of terrorism, we don't know who's behind it at this point in time, and we don't have all the evidence before us.
Sure. Someone who used to work for President Obama, a Justice Department spokesman, Matthew Miller, who worked for Attorney General Holder, tweeted today after all of this and after a number of minutes and hours had gone by, quote, "Small bombs in multiple locations sounds like the planned NYC subway bombing the FBI thwarted in 2009. Again, he was a spokesman for the DOJ under Attorney General Holder. Again, we're not jumping to conclusions, but it does sound like that kind of a plot.
It is very reminiscent of the Times Square bombing. And, the fact it's Patriots Day, I think has maybe some significance. As you and I were talking about earlier, there are reports, early reports, that there are ball bearings used in these explosive devices, which is very consistent with IEDs. This is a preferred method and route of choice for the terrorist to kill Americans. And so, again, it's very early stages in the investigation, but if indeed there turned out to be ball bearings, I would consider that a very significant factor in terms of this being a sort of IED device that's very similar to what the terrorists use overseas in the Middle East.
Who briefed Congress?
I just got a specific call from the White House liaison to me about 30 minutes ago.
And when was there shrapnel in both bombs?
They did not indicate that, but I have had some early reporting that there were shrapnel, ball bearings involved in these bombings. So, again, that's very significant when you look at the signature threat out here. The signature threat of an IED is ball bearings. So if that indeed was the case here, and we know 2 bombs went off, one was potentially self-detonated by the Coast Guard at the John F. Kennedy Library, if ball bearings were used, I think that's illustrative in terms of tracing back to the perpetrator and the motivation.